Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Psychological crime novels have become increasingly popular over the last decades, and there's a large variety of styles and types of novels even within that subgenre. So we're just going to be able to take a tiny peek at it today. Let's turn the spotlight on one particular psychological crime novel, Patricia Abbott's Concrete Angel. The novel opens as Eve Moran murders Jerry Santini, a boyfriend she just met. She immediately wakes her 12-year-old daughter Christine and asks for her help. Almost without discussion, really, they create a story to tell their lawyer and the police, and it works. Christine is young, but she's old enough to know that somehow it's all wrong. Still, as I say, Christine's young and vulnerable. Eve has a strong personality, and it's not hard to fall under her spell. After the murder, Eve has a series of other boyfriends, but eventually marries Mickey DeSantis. But this isn't going to be a case of second chances. Eve has been acquisitive all her life, and she's manipulative. From the time she was a teenager and shoplifted department stores, she's done whatever it takes, including murder, to get what she wants. And that doesn't change. As the story goes on, we learn about Eve's past. Her family wasn't wealthy, but she was very pretty and, as I say, good at psychologically manipulating situations to her benefit. So it wasn't long before she met wealthy Hank Moran. Although his family didn't approve of her or her background, the couple married. Despite access to money, though, Eve still took things and lied about it. Even a stint in a special hospital for psychological treatment didn't result in very much difference. And ever since Christine was very young, Eve has manipulated her and gaslit her into being both confidant and enabler. Time after time, Christine has helped save her mother. Mickey and Eve have a son, Ryan, but their marriage doesn't last. Christine is becoming more mature, but Eve still has a powerful influence over her. Then, when she turns 18, Christine leaves home for university. She starts to see more clearly the toxic influence her mother's had on her. At one point, she comes home and sees something that chills her. Eve, who is still both acquisitive and manipulative, is starting to draw Ryan into her web and starting to involve him in her schemes. Christine knows what's in store for her half-brother and doesn't want him to have the same sort of life she's had. Christine still feels her mother's influence, but she desperately wants to save Ryan. She's going to have to find a way to get Ryan away if she's to protect him. But that won't be as easy as it seems. And there's still the murder of Jerry Santini those years ago to contend with. So what is in this novel? What holds it together? What keeps the pace going? Well, as I say, this isn't a traditional crime novel. We know who the murderer is from the beginning. Instead, it's a psychological suspense novel. That element of psychology is very important, especially when it comes to Christine's relationship with Eve. We can see how a person can be manipulated and gaslit and guided, especially if that person is young and vulnerable. We also see how hard it can be to break free. Psychology also comes into play as we learn about Eve's past and how her personality is shaped and has been shaped by her family. As an aside, the novel is set in Philadelphia, and another element is that setting. Abbott places the reader there in a variety of ways. Several of the characters, for instance, are quintessentially Philadelphia. Concrete Angel is a psychological exploration of a toxic relationship. It shows what happens when people are less important than getting what one wants is, and the disastrous, tragic consequences that can have. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.